go. Try it again. How are you this morning? Sorry I'm running late. I put in the chat I was getting Mom's breakfast, and here I am. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I'm supposed to use an F hook or... Okay, let's get the other set out. Let's try this one. Okay, so this is my... Well, first things first. Let me see. That's an intro there. Excuse me. So I'm Ava. This is Craft Hour with Ava, and the channel is Ava Potterfield and Friends. And I'm very happy to see you here this morning. So thank you so much for being here. Y'all, it's 70 degrees here. Yesterday it was 75. Today it's 70. Tomorrow we go back to being cold again. Yeah. I'm going to try to do some flower gardening today. I got some stuff I need to pull by the root out of my wildflower garden. And then we've got all those spring bulbs to plant. And some hyacinths, some more Easter lilies, what I call them, Easter lilies. This would be the last good day to get that done. The perfect day for planting. I see Jolly Matilda. Good morning. Good morning. And there's Lily T. Good morning. Christina at Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Good morning. Oh, Christina, I'm sorry. You're all right, doll. We always know you love us, and we love you. Don't forget that. I hope things are okay. Woohoo! King's Gold is here. All right, that puts me right here. So I'm going to put a mark right here. My Chihuahua wants out, but he's going to have to fix his harness because that leg is supposed to be over here. Let's fix your harness. Pulled your leg out. So we got to put it back in. Here we go. You ready? There we go. There you go. Now pull it back down. Pull it back down. Oh, yes. Pull it back down. Pull it back down. You're cute. And you know it. Now get back there. Oh, no. Job issues. Ooh, that's serious. Very serious. Oh. Okay, I'll put my Kleenex box here so you don't roll off. I'm working with a ball of yarn today, which I don't usually. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these Kleenexes out for now of this box. I think this might hold it and keep it from rolling around. Maybe. We will see. Okay. So I'm working with this blue yarn right here. And I'm trying to decide. I'm pretty sure I did this with an F hook or a G. I'll go with the G. That way it won't hurt my eyes. Okay, I'm going with the G hook. And I'm going to make these pot holders. So the way, okay, so you're like, how do you not burn your hand with a crocheted pot holder? Simple. You make two, you sew them together. So I make two pieces, two squares, and then I just crochet, single crochet around the edge is what I do. That gives you a double thickness for your pot holder, and I have yet to burn my hands on a double thickness pot holder that I've crocheted. Can't say, I'm not saying it won't happen. Depends on how loose your stitches are. But I have not. Yes. So that's what I'll be doing today. Oops, I didn't put that in there. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 23. And I need this on the other side because I'm right-handed and that'll be crisscrossing me and driving me nuts. So a little rearranging here. Alright. Dog, you can't be in my way. You gotta sit in the back. You gotta sit in the back. It's like, good mom, I want to be right there. Oh my goodness. Get that off of there. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'm going to chain 23. 10. 10. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So there's my chain 23. We're going to put on some music so I'm not quite so boring. Here we go. Because it's hard to keep a conversation. Well, that's the only counting I have to do. I don't have to count anymore, so I can talk while I'm working now. Okay. If that is too loud, you can let me know, but I think that's an 18. I think that's right. 18, 20 is where I usually keep it. One more crocheting. One, two. All right, here we go. We've up really late Thursday night until around 3. We got home around 1:15. Then we had to decompress, so we all sat around and watched a show, not a movie, just a hour-long show. And then we went to bed, and we were all so exhausted. Still. Pot holder's gonna be great. I haven't made pot holders in a while. So if you want a set of pot holders, then you make 4 of these because you're sewing 2 together. So you'd make 4. Oh my phone volume's not turned down. Come on now. Things could just cooperate. You know how great that would be? That would be fantastic. Okay, that's down. And what's going on over here? There we go. Okay. Now we're good. We'll get back over here to the chat. All right. All right, I'm at the end of my row, so that's a good stopping spot right there. So that's going to be the size of my pot holder right there. How big is that, you ask? Well, let's see. That will be a 6-inch pot holder. That's a G hook and chaining 23 at the beginning. 23 at the beginning. And this is double crochet. So I think that's the perfect size because it's like lets you use your hand. And if you're using the center of your pot holder, there's no way it, well, my hands, you want to make a pot holder to fit your hand. So you want it to be a little wider than your hand. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Let's see here. We are making pot holders. So I'm going to make 4 of these, and I'm going to sew 2 together, and that'll give me a set of 2 matching pot holders. Ooh, King's Gold says, according to the radar, it says it's snowing. Might change the plan to scooter to town to buy dinner. Ooh, plan B is make bread or wash dishes. Neither sound good as sandwiches with town bread. Lily, that's fine, Lily. You rest. You are fine. All right, we're on row 2. If you hear a ding, that's my dryer, but I'm not going to get up and go turn it off. It'll ding about 5 more times and it'll turn itself off. I have dog blankets in there. I put dog blankets in the washer when I went to bed, and then I put the fabric softener in. Then I went to bed, and then I put them in the dryer. That works out really well for dog blankets. That way I have fresh blankets for them the next day. I don't wash them every day. Okay, I need to let you know why I just declined his call. Hold on. There, I told him. Okay, we should be good now. Dryer's dinging, phones are ringing. That's all right. Means it's been a productive day already. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So Saturdays are going to be spa day for Mom, and I am her spa person. And so that'll be a fun afternoon. So we're going to pull, not weeds, it's flowers I'm pulling. But when you're working with wildflowers, they can really overpopulate really quickly. And so the goldenrod took over my flower garden. And so I'm just going to pull it out by the roots this year. Not all of it. I want the goldenrod to be the backdrop of the garden. So it's kind of layered with daisies and purple coneflowers, white coneflowers. I may add some new things. And the goldenrod feeds the butterflies and bees. They're the last thing to bloom. And while the other flowers have all gone to seed, the goldenrod's still there for them to feed the bees and any other pollinating insects that are here for the winter. To me it's a necessity because I think about things like that. That's important to me. But we're just going to have to pull because there's too much of it in my garden. And that stuff can really spread if you don't stay on it. If all I have in my flower bed is goldenrod, I won't have any flowers until the fall, like until August. So I am the most The thing I like the most in my garden is my purple coneflowers. And they really had to fight for sun this year because of the goldenrod towering over them. And this goldenrod is like 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. It's not like the little short goldenrod you see growing along the road. It's very happy goldenrod. Well tended. So I'll have to put my sun protective clothing on, my sunscreen, and I'll be completely covered. I'm probably sweating because it's, like I said, it's 70 degrees out there, but I'd rather be sweating than breaking out in those blisters from the sun. So for anybody, I know most of the people in the chat have heard this a billion times, but I know there's always people watching and listening who aren't in the chat. So if you're one of those people and you don't know that I have lupus, I have lupus. I am allergic to the sun, and I have been having the worst reaction to the sun in my entire life this year. Painful, excruciating. Takes me about 6-7 hours to get over it. I almost went to the hospital. And so now I have sun protective clothing and a sun hat. There's my sun hat right there. I might look a little wonky, but I'm not getting blisters, so it works out. It works out. So what are you all working on? I know Lily's working on her king-size blanket afghan. I'm not sure what everybody else is working on. All right, into this row, I'm changing that song. Right, almost. I'll do it again. It won't roll freely in that. Got it in this. It won't roll freely, but that's okay because what I don't want it is rolling off my desk and having to pick it up and rolling off my desk. All right, that's into that row. So I'm going to go change this music real quick. All right, and let's get over here to the chat. There's where I left off right there. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Oh, Christina's working on her temperature blanket. Okay, how did I forget that? That blanket is beautiful. Working on my November temperature blanket. I am a week behind. That's okay, you get caught up. And oh, I see why that wouldn't work. I'm over on YouTube side. Now it'll work. There. Okay, there it is. You'll get caught right up. You'll be fine. Christina says it's 60 degrees right now and the high is 64. So you're almost to your high for the day. There's Carla Reyes Crochet. Hello and welcome. I forgot how to do welcome this morning, but hello. Thank you. So I learned the hard way, if you're talking to someone who's deaf, don't wave at them because waving means goodbye. There's a different sign for hello. So we all wave at each other and stuff, but to other people who are deaf, that is the sign for goodbye. So I tried to learn some hello and welcome for Miss Carla. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to do my next row. These work up pretty quickly. All right, so here we go. Let's see, it looks like here. Looks like in this pattern, we did the whole thing and then we fold it in half and sew it together. I have to decide what I'm doing. Got some yarn. I did find my sign language book. I also signed up for sign language lessons, but I haven't been doing them because of all the preparations we've been doing for the move, and now we're still putting stuff, finding a place for our things that we moved. We're going to finish this room and the kitchen, and then we'll start on the back room. But the flower gardening has to be done today because it is too perfect of a day not to do it. But I'm going to have a garden that is only spring flowers. And then I may mix in some zinnia seed also. So that there'll be flowers after those spring flowers. The zinnia seed I'll do in the spring. Or I'll just mow down the spring garden. What do you think? Just leave it where I can mow it down? That might be the best thing. And I can just mow there when it's done. I'll finish this row and I'll come over to my cat. All right, a few more stitches. Over there. Ah! All right, there we go. So here it is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows so far. All right. Oh, King's Gold says there's no snow. Gonna make another quick, and then I'll reevaluate the plan. So far, plan A might be a go. That plan A was the scooter. Yeah. We'll cheer for Scooter. Scooter. And there's Carla Reyes. Hello, and thank you for being here. Tower of Heart is here. Hello, thanks for being here. Let's see. Yes, I hope that you are too. All right. There we go. On to the next row. Oops. Ah. There we go. Sometimes that yarn separates and catches on your crochet hook. And that is no fun. All right. Here we go. Next row. Happening now. This, what I say, is this row 7 now? I don't even remember, but we're not done yet. See, the smaller hook you use, the smaller the spaces between the stitches. So I think I actually used an F hook when I did this before, but my eyes are not ready for an F size hook this morning. So we compromised and did a G. I do have my light on. It's kind of dark in this corner. Put the window in front of me though. At first, I wasn't sure if I liked having my desk over here, to be honest. But it's grown on me. And I like it now. So, you know, change is hard. You just have to try and either get used to it or make the best of it, right? Alright, here we go. So this makes up, there's the end of a row, it makes up very quickly. I think I'll go ahead and do it like the pattern says to do it. And I don't even cut the yarn until I'm completely finished if I do it the way it's written. So, and you know, there's that whole thing, you can't say you're following a pattern if you don't follow the pattern. When I wrote this pattern, I tried to make it as easy as I could, because if you remember, I wrote it for my youth group at church for the girls to sit and have some crochet time, and if they already knew how to crochet, then I helped them with the directions, because you can crochet wonderfully and still have trouble reading and understanding what the written directions are asking you to do. And if they were a beginner, then they sat right by me and just watched what I did and copied what I did, and I was there to help them. Okay, next row. What we'll do, since we're going to do the whole thing and then fold it over, is when I get it wide enough to where I want it, because I'm using a different size hook than this called for, then I'll put a stitch marker, and we'll do that many rows again. Stitch markers are wonderful, because then you don't have to remember and keep counting over and over. That's how I used to do things. And it was the hard way. So stitch markers are your friend. It doesn't have to be a fancy stitch marker. It can be a safety pin, a bobby pin. You can get the cute little colored ones, and I have those. Just as long as a paper clip. I used a paper clip for years. It's just a way to mark where your start over place is. So you just count the new rows. You don't have to keep counting the old rows. Let's see, that song ended. Here we go. Whoa, Nelly. I need to check on that. Give me a minute here. Done. All right, I'll come check the comments after this row right here. More to go. My favorite thing to do when I'm crocheting is to crochet and watch a movie while I'm doing it. That's my favorite. All right. It is so far. And it looks the same front and back. It's the same. All right, let's get over here. All right. Oh, wow. So you can do a lot of things with that scooter. King's Gold says, I took my first load of scrap to the transfer station in my trailer behind the scooter. Nice. Went well, had almost zero battery when I got home. Zero. But that's okay. Success! Yay! Christina says, I'm using a D on my temperature blanket. Yeah. It always intrigues me how many different sizes of hooks there are. And I have those big ones that I think I was using that to make sweaters with Tunisian crochet. Made some sweaters. D hook. Oh, that'd be good. You dehydrate the roast? Interesting. King's Gold says, my oven has a dehydrator. Uh, oh no, Christina says I made homemade beef jerky last week. It was so good I ate it in 2 days. Need to make some more. Well, that's good that it was so delicious. You ate it right up. There's Ringo and Czar. Hello, Kyle. How are you this morning? All right. Oh, I forgot I had a chihuahua back here. He just poked me in the back. I'm like, what was that? It was a chihuahua. All right. Back to my pot holder. I love this color. I don't even know what color it is because it doesn't have a wrapper on it anymore. Okay, here we go. And next row. And we're going. Nightbot says, always remember that you are amazing. And you are. You are. Fly buzz in my ear. Go away, fly. She fly, don't bother me. She fly, don't bother me. Ever heard that song? It is. It's like right here. Go away. I do have a fly swatter and I will use it. So you better just stay away. All right. Here we go. Now we're on a roll. No fly. Let's get out crocheting. I don't even have water. My coffee cup's empty. My water's nowhere. I got this little milk can, but it's empty. It's a salt and shaker. Take the lid off, and there's so cute. Cutie. All right, let's to the end of this row. We'll do another row, and we'll come look at the chat. That's got a good rhythm going here. All right. Yarn out of this Kleenex box. All right. Now we're going. That D hook is small. Mine stops at E and then it goes to, maybe this one is full. So this one. Yes, I have 3 of these. Okay, this one is all the way full. E, D. There's a D hook right there. So your hook compared to my hook. There's my hook. There's her hook. That's a pretty big difference. I've been thinking about that ever since you said that. There we go. Now I know. We want to know. We want to know. Now we know. Okay, back to it. That one back. No, that's the one I'm using. Okay. That one stays out, so I can put this hook back up. So when I want it, I know where it is. Y'all ever have that I don't know where it is problem? I do. I do. All right. What do we got here? For instance, where are my gardening tools? I don't know. Okay, I was supposed to come to the chat after this row. So here it is. It's almost the size I want it. I want it square. It's almost square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, all right. Didn't tell me how many rows. It just says continue till you get it the size you want. Okay. All right, here we go. Nightbot saying you are amazing. Christina says on the beef jerky, take the roast, cut it into strips, soak it overnight in a soup stock, then lay it out, then the dehydrator. Nice. In a Ziploc. So take the roast, cut it in strips, soak it overnight in a Ziploc, then lay it out in the dehydrator. Nice. I have a dehydrator. I may have to try that. Oh, yeah. Got to get Zilla out and dressed. I need so many clothes to scoot when it's only 37 degrees out. I foresee a full-face motorcycle helmet in my future for the winter. Yes, that would be very helpful. There's Charles Park. I know. Christina says, could you imagine how big my blanket would be if I used a bigger hook? It's beautiful, though. Yes, pot holder. Absolutely. So I'm going to make it the size I want, and then I'll put a stitch marker, and then I'll do that many rows again, fold it in half, and single crochet it together around those 3 edges. Yes. Pot holders it is. By saying hellos. You did guess right. Good job. All right, put this back in here. And here I go. Almost to where I want it, almost. All right, go. Oh, that's at the neighbor's house. Okay. And we're making a new parking spot for one of our vehicles, so we're going to be adding a security camera to cover that. And that'll be happening fairly quickly. The parking spot anyway. I don't know about the camera, the new camera, but we shall see. Whoops. All right. And there's one row. That's when I need my ruler, and then I don't have to count. I just measure it. 6 inches. 7. Okay, I need at least one more row. I would rather have extra room with my pot holder than one too small and I burn myself. I don't like it when that happens. And even some you get for the store I burn myself with them because they're smaller than I need. So when I'm making one, I tend to make it how I would like my pot holder to be, which I realize is not how maybe other people don't like one as big as what I do. This one's for me, so it doesn't matter right now. Because like I say, this size and doubled, the double is the key. I have yet to burn myself using one of these. And I use them until I have to throw them away. I like them that much. Okay. Now let's measure. It might take one more row. I don't know. Let's just measure. Well, that might be it. That looks pretty square. Let's flatten it out. You lay it down, smooth it out, get the curls out of it. It technically needs one more row. I think that's might be big enough. I don't know. You gotta try it on doubled over. That's the thing. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go ahead. So this is a 7-inch by 7-inch square pot holder. I know that because I got my ruler out. I tried it on my hand and it just needed a little more, so I've added 2 rows. Oh, then my yarn kind of right there. So pull that out and do it again. All right, we're coming to the end of it. Bud Files, good morning. Ringo says that jerky sounds really good. It sounds good to me too. So what's your favorite flavor of beef jerky? I think I like teriyaki. All right. Let's officially check. This looks like it to me. There it is. One side done. So now we need to put a stitch marker in here. I don't know where I put my stitch markers. They're in this desk somewhere. Let's check this drawer. Are they in this drawer? Nope. Yep, here they are, right here. So here's my box of stitch markers. I've got different colors, and since this is blue, I'm going to use something easy to see against the blue. So I'm going to use this little yellow stitch marker right here. And that will let me know that that's how big I want this to be. And I'll count my rows from here. And then I'll know exactly how many more rows I need to do. I just do that many rows again. So there's my stitch marker right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rows at this marker. So now I know if I do 15 more, and with that marker there, when I stop to count, because I don't count rows as I go. I can't remember that. So I'll stop and count, but I don't count this one. I start with the next one. That's what this lets me know. So yay for stitch markers. Hooray, hooray. Let's see. That off. And all right, let's get over here to the chat. See where I left off. Apparently I didn't put a mark. Oh, I never typed it. I typed it. I never pushed enter. But right here's where we left off. We said hi to the Bud Files. Thanks for being here, Bud Files. Christina says, my first batch I soaked in Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, and a bit of liquid smoke. Salt and pepper, paprika. It was so good. And then I made a small batch with teriyaki sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Say that 3 times fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of that. If you wonder what I'm taking a picture of, taking a picture of that right there. So, there's that. And then this. And then this, so I know the timeline. Okay. I think I got it. Let's see. I did. All right. Woohoo! Yay! All right, I'm gonna lay that pattern over there. And down here. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Christina says, I still burn myself with bot pot holders. Yeah, store-bought pot holders. I do too. I mean, even one from the store, if it has thin padding, may or may not be enough to keep your hand from getting burnt. Or some pot holders where you can hold it, but only for so long. And sometimes you're okay, but before you get it out of the oven and set up here, it's already getting hot on your hand, right? Yeah. Teriyaki. It's her favorite. Alrighty. I'll be here. Might be planting flowers, though. Okay, y'all. Well, it's been a very productive craft hour. I got half of my pot holder made. I did 15 rows. It's a 7 by 7. It's going to be a 7-inch by 7-inch pot holder, which is the size I like for my hands. And that's the fun thing about when you're making it yourself. You can make it to fit what you want, right? What you need, what you want. And I like a good size pot holder. So 7 by 7, I'll make another 15 rows. I'll double it over and crochet it together. And I'll go around this edge too, even though I don't need to, but just to me, I like it to look uniform. And I want all 4 edges to look the same. Noni Maze is here. Hello, thanks for being here. Very good to see you. All right, well, let me delete this comment I didn't get made. When I typed it, never pushed enter. That's hilarious. Typical me. Typical me. All right. Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining me for Craft Hour. It means a lot to me to have you here. And I'm probably going to make 3 or 4, probably 4 of these pot holders. I'm going to make them in different colors. I'm not going to make them like 2 pair the same, because variety is good. So I know I'll make a red one. I'll have to see what I think. I have green to make a green one. But can you imagine making Christmas ones in green and red? That would be cute, wouldn't it? So I will make some Christmas ones too, but I just don't know in my stash what colors I've got. And this is stash. See, this is a good way to use your yarn, because this is from my yarn stash. This is from my yarn stash. It's also the time of year to be making scarves and little gloves and hand warmers, hats, right? Ear warmers. Great way to use up your stash. I call it a stash. Some people call it their scrap yarn. But to me, even my leftover yarn is my stash. It doesn't have to be new skeins of yarn on my shelf. It can scrap what I have left from other projects. I call my stash. But thank you so much for being here, everybody. It looks like King's Gold is just ready to put his coat on, and he's ready to go. Yes, dish rags and cotton pot holders are my way to go. My go-to also when I'm between big projects. Awesome. Awesome. So, oh, I know why it seems kind of dark in here. I don't have that lamp on over there. I'm trying to figure out. I got my blinds open. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have those blinds open. That's why it's dark over there. Well, it took me an hour to figure that out. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good idea. Stashes come in good, don't they? Please tell that to my husband about my totes of yarn. He doesn't complain very often until I need help getting a tote down. Then I just remind him, hey, I'm not spending money at the store. He's like, okay. How many of these totes do you need? Here's all of them. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. And I'm going to enjoy this wonderful weather, planting spring flowers and bulbs for next spring, and pulling out some goldenrod that I have kind of took over my wildflower garden. I don't need that much in there. I'm only pulling part of it. And just the ones in the front half of the garden. They gotta go. Gotta go. And then it's spa day. Maybe grocery day. I don't know yet. We'll have to see about that. But y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And always, always remember that. Take that off and get over here to my other screen. Always remember that you are amazing. That's not where I wanted to go. You are amazing. And if you are struggling right now, please know that you are not struggling alone. We all struggle with so many things on any given day, and you are never struggling alone. So if your struggles are hard, just hang on with all you got. Keep hanging on. Remember that baby steps are progress and baby steps count. Remember that you matter. You are a blessing. And hold on with all you got and never give up. Never give up. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you to those watching the replay. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll see you Monday morning at Morning Talk with Ava. Thanks for being here.